starting off with a really low number to
Get those out of the way.
offset the large numbers I had last time.
Well, for the question this week, it is a bit odd, but I wanted you to think about like where your person's from and how they got their name. So, what is the in-game origin of your character's name? And this could be ancestry meeting outside influence, that kind of thing. But while you're thinking about that, last time with our unnamed group, so far unnamed, we had you finish your drinks in the in Soch's cousin Dig's tavern, where you left and went to the hotel or the inn that was suggested, the Leap Inn Lizard, where it was pretty nice, actually. It wasn't like the mud pits where everyone just like finds a big patch of mud and sleeps there. It was suited for those who weren't used to Lizard Town. And it was all well furnished, and you got to sleep on safe moss, whatever that means. And you all had a very nice, restful evening and sleep. And some of you woke up early in the morning and went down and had breakfast. And one by one, you all trickled down to the dining area where they were serving eggs and bacon. And someone got a lot of bacon, someone got a lot of eggs. Oh, and also apple slices. That's right. Someone ate all the apple slices. But
I wonder who.
Someone.
Slowly, one by one, you trickled down and had breakfast and talked about what you wanted to do next and kind of what was this all about? Like, why are you all together, and how do you feel about where you're going next? And Hiscyra did a bit of talking through her past and filling you in on why she wants to go where she's going. And so you had this discussion and learned a lot about each other. While you were talking about what you were going to do in Calimport, Hiscyra saw someone she recognized and turned Whisk and Soch invisible with one of her invisibility spells, and herself, where the three of them vanished, and she informed the group that one of the guards from her ex's estate was in the tavern, looking around. It seemed like they were asking people about a piece of parchment and looking for some individuals. And so we had a pretty interesting skill challenge where you effectively distracted these guards both inside and out, and managed to get out through the kitchen, turn Hiscyra into a fly, turn Soch into a cook, and fill the kitchen with frogs, and got out through the back to the surprise of another guard, and who someone recognizes, Soch recognizes as Melodious, the right-hand man to, well, you don't know his background. I guess we'll find out about that later, but yeah, he was looking for individuals, and he recognized either Soch or Tahpa, who were running to get out of the tavern, and you effectively home aloned them into falling over each other and falling on their asses. So you effectively escaped, and that's where we ended last time. But with this, we shall start with the question of Nellie. How did you get your character's name?
Are
we also talking about where our characters are from?
We'll start with just the name. Like, what influenced you to getting your name? Maybe there's some long history. Maybe it's just like I was named after my grandmother kind of thing.
I think that Nellie just happened to be... Actually, I'm gonna retcon what my thought was before it came out of my mouth. I am deciding right now in this moment that Nellie is a diminutive of what her mother's name was, considering her mother died in childbirth. And then Raven was just sort of like, it's a common middle name, her town. And she of course gets Thornbeam as a family name from her dad's side. Nothing super special there, though the beam sort of does invoke this like similarity of like a light or like that type of thing, and she does follow the moon goddess, and her dad also followed the Sulene, so sort of an association there, more so than an actual like cause and effect. But I'm deciding right now in this moment that Nellie is her mother's name.
Is Thorn have to do something natural or a personality attribute? Or is it just
more to
Thorn?
do with like nature, sort of like you know how like eventually if your family line lasts long enough, nobody remembers what the association originally was of like being a tinman type of thing, or like tinsmith. So it's sort of like that, but probably if you trace it back far enough, it was like they lived in the thicket type of thing. They preferred like brush rather than marsh or anything like that. But not anything in recent enough memory in the family line. Especially considering from that side of the family, she is the last of the line. Or she probably has cousins, but I haven't actually developed that yet.
That's fine. Next up is Whisk.
Whisk's name was given to him by his wizard, and he assumes it's short for Whisker, and that his wizard is not a very creative fellow, so it's just Whisk. That's it.
Okay. Soch.
Soch, names, right? How'd he get his name? Well, Soch was given the name by one of his dads. It kind of, it's actually, because his father's name is Bach, the king, as it were, of Blizzard Folk, the chieftain. And so they named him Soch because he is the crown prince, and Soch stands for
That was
son.
real?
Son
Diggs
to
wasn't
Bach.
Okay.
No.
Sorry. Sorry for the interruption.
It's all right. Yeah, it was all a fever dream of Sock and Diggs. Well, so that's Sock's name is Sock because it's Bok, but because he's the son to Bok, it's Sock. So that's his name. That's why he's called Sock.
Okay.
Son of Bok.
Yeah, so you you know how you have Johnson, and it's that's John's son. Well, this is Sock. He's Bok's son, but Bok's son is not a lizard folk kind of name. So it's you just take if they're a son or a daughter, and then the father's name, and you just put an S
Doc.
or a D. It could have been Doc.
What's up, Doc?
Yeah, exactly.
Very feminine, very feminine, beautiful name, Doc. But he was born a boy, and so he is Sock.
I am kind of curious about arms and legs now, though.
Yeah, so his siblings, he has many of them, as is lizard culture, of where you are essentially raised in a brood, and there is no known mother. It's just you have your fathers. The one who sired you is the one that is important, and that's who gets to name you. You're all raised in a brood, so his cousin slash brothers slash sisters are Cam, Brick, Veza, Coughing, Bear, Diggs, who we met, Ray, Una, and Anna. They're conjoined twins. Fish, Pasha, Karen,
Conjoined?
Legs, Fish with an F. Oh my God, Cost, Sarah, Terry, Arms. He has no arms. Led, and John.
Is oh my god a
And
name?
John.
Yes, oh my God is a name. Spelled
Oh, okay.
OMAIGODD. So, just a little, fairly. And his other father's name is Zizi. So, Bok and
So is-
Zizi.
Is Bok the bottom and ZZ's top?
I would assume so. That's actually what his father's name was, Bottom.
God.
That's Grandpa Bottom. Yeah, anyways, that's Sock's name.
Okay, awesome. And Tahpa.
Kind of revolutionary for a king to not have the masculinity issues that associated with.
Well, so lizard folk culture, there have been multiple cases of lizard folk changing genders as suits the need during times of crisis. Sometimes there's a lot of war going on and all the male lizard folk die, and you'll see the women lizard folk, the female lizard folk, go through a metamorphosis, as it were, and change genders. So gender isn't really a big deal in lizard folk culture. I guess that's probably why they only focus on who sired who. So, yeah. Very revolutionary in that, I guess.
That's outstanding.
Tahpa? Can you Tahpa that?
Can I what?
Heyo.
Tahpa it. One up it.
No.
Great.
Man, I'm so sad. Mine is just really, really boring because I'm very bad at writing characters and haven't actually done a lot on Tahpa except for a general, this is what I think he'd be like. So his name is just it's his great grandfather's name. It's just kind of a name that's passed down every once in a while. No real importance to it or anything. It's just a family name.
So it's.
Is he Tahpa Jr. or Tahpa the Second? Tahpa the Third?
Technically the fourth.
So would it be Great Grandpa Tahpa?
It'd be good, yeah, Great Grandpa Tahpa. But usually the
Great
other
Pappy
Tahpas just go by Tahpa, or they change into like a nickname, like Pa or T, or they usually change it up because you know it gets kind of confusing when you have so many Tahpas in the family. You at least have
Yeah.
3 of them at a time,
Mr.
depending
T.
on how many generations are alive.
Mr. T.
Yeah, Mr. T or T squared.
T squared. So it's not as exciting.
And when they die, you say that they've been tapped.
They're tapped out.
Yeah, I've tapped them out. They can't play anymore.
When the
Just on the
when the
bench.
grandfather dies, a new Tahpa the first can be born.
And then it restarts.
It restarts.
Wow.
Or does it just shift? Instead of restarting, it's like the fourth becomes the third becomes the second.
That either
It just,
makes the
it
most
just goes down the
simplest-
family line.
Yeah, I was like, that has to make the most simplest of family trees of Tahpa, 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 or the most complicated of Tahpa the first, and then he turned into the second, and then Tahpa turned into the third, but then came the first.
Well, it's
And then
only
he died, and then
given
this
to
one.
it's only given to the firstborn like son of that generation, because everybody is just like, who's gonna have the next Tahpa Junior. So there can only be one Tahpa per generation, but
Oh,
Oh my god.
like the
There
Avatar.
can only be one.
Like the Highlander.
Yeah,
But it's-
Highlander.
you don't get anything for it. It's just a day where everybody's like, who's gonna get it this time? It's like a party favor. It's cool to have, but it doesn't really have any meaning to it.
The first cousin born, like everyone's walking up to the mom and it's just like, so are you having a Tahpa or are you having a girl? And then it's a girl. So then the next mom gets the same fucking question.
I don't know.
Oh god, what if one of them are 2 of them are pregnant at the same time with the same due dates? Who's
Oh,
gonna
no.
be who's gonna be the Tahpa?
Well, and then is there ever a case of twins? It's like,
Oh
okay,
no.
Like, and they're like twin boys. Are they both named Tahpa?
I would assume it'd be like the first twin born would be the Tahpa.
First one that comes out.
It's
Boy,
Tahpa and
then it's
Tupa.
Tahpa and Tupa.
This one came out second. It's Tupa.
Tupa.
Oh my god.
See, that was pretty good. It didn't.
I was just thinking, like, I love how Ashley and I both were like, I don't know. Let's find out. And then just start talking.
That's literally it.
Works. That's story writing. Come up with whatever bullshit that you can, and it works.
Yeah.
You throw it at the wall like spaghetti.
Something will stick.
Whatever
for sure.
sticks, got it. All right.
I forgot you
Well,
guys can't see me nod.
a bit like a bit more serious. Hiscyra is a bit different with her lineage. Her name, Sarah, means princess or noble woman, and since she was born into nobility with the plans of a arranged marriage, Hiscyra means his princess. So it was planned that she was going to marry someone and be just the
A
ownership
child
kind of
bride?
thing. No. Like
Named for her
in
future
nobility, she was planned on being married away, and that's kind of how that culture is. Where,
Yucky.
yeah, I mean, you do it for political gain or financial gain, that kind of thing, rather than actually having people that have what they want and whatnot. So yeah, that's a great start to this game. Bunch of silliness and then depressing shit with Hiscyra.
Yeah, we're just having a good time.
I feel like that's this entire party. It's just us goofing off, and then Hiscyra in the background, like, please.
Like,
I
used to have a sibling.
I have a
And then they
serious quest. Please help.
It's like, Jesus Christ.
My life is in danger.
Really killing the mood, aren't you?
Jesus Christ.
All right.
Okay.
So,
Broken chair again.
we ended with Whisk and Nellie being invisible, going off one way, away from the two individuals that were chasing after Soch and Tahpa, kind of splitting off and escaping from the guard and Melodious. So what is your next course of action after this? Did you have a meeting spot, or?
I believe
did.
we were headed to the Temple of Saloon.
Oh, right,
Mhm.
yes. Yeah, so you managed to get away and escape from that, and have some moment of sort of time alone. Let's have people roll some either athletics or acrobatics to see who gets to the temple first. We'll have the combined, contested kind of thing. Oh.
Whoa.
Damn.
I think they get there first.
Yeah, definitely.
Athletics or what?
Acrobatics.
Oh, acrobatics.
Acrobatic. My athletics is a -1, so.
Hey.
Soch is leaving me in the dust. He's like, run? Okay, run.
Yeah, run. Right.
I can run.
You're just like
Well,
Wait for me, I've got little legs.
since we got a combined total of 42 from Soch and Tahpa versus 36 from Whisk and Nellie, we'll say that Soch and Tahpa
got
got
little
there
legs.
first.
on stride at that point.
Can't leave your buddy.
You can't
Stick
leave
with
your
your buddy.
Whisk, how tall are you?
Like 3.5 feet? Or is that too small? 4 feet?
You might be taller than me. So
I want to say 3.5.
Size small
I'm
is
3 foot
between
even.
2.5 and 5 feet.
I want to be 3.
I'm 3 foot even.
Did I put down? Oh, I wrote down 2.5 feet.
Oh, okay.
Itty bitty.
Okay, so Soch still dressed as a cook with Hiscyra in his mouth, and Tahpa make it to the Temple of Saloon first. What do you do when you arrive?
Like, just breathing, just catching my breath, and oh, I think we lost them. Is everybody okay? No limbs are detached on the way here.
Soch?
I'm sorry, what was the question?
You still have all
hold
your
on.
limbs.
Yeah, hold on. Soch definitely spits the fly out. Hopefully that helps.
Panting.
Yeah, and just go like as the fly buzzes. How long does polymorph last?
An hour.
Okay. How long has it been?
Well, you can only hold your breath for 15 minutes, right?
Yeah.
So probably maybe 5 to 10 minutes.
Okay.
I won't know to drop it until I get there.
Yeah. So Soch will be like, I believe they were all following us. I don't know. Everybody should have known that this was the meeting place. We just gotta wait, I think. Then we probably want to leave town.
Yes, that sounds like a good idea.
Hiscyra's the fly, so just Hiscyra.
Yeah. How
Just stay
long
here.
is she a fly for? Can we
Well-
reverse that, or is she just stuck a fly?
Well, she's not stuck a fly for forever. It's like a temporary thing. It's like an hour is usually around the cast spell, but
Okay.
we just gotta wait for our buddy Whisk to get here so we can drop it.
Whisk did that. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Whisk did something too to like one of those kitchen guys. I hope they're fine. I'm gonna assume they're good. Not really a priority, but
Well, as long as we don't see a death in whatever news comes our way, I think we're good. I think we're good.
we gotta check the papers.
We gotta check the obituaries.
Yeah. Jesus.
Whisk is secretly evil aligned. I'm just kidding.
I was like, please tell me you're not joking. That'd be hilarious.
Yeah. Mass murder.
No one suspects the house cat.
Nothing behind those eyes but murder.
Get so many things. Yeah, that guy was like following us. That one guy, that weird guy with the greasy black ponytail and the villainous like.
Oh yeah, the pompous one I was telling you guys about.
Yeah, that guy.
You recognize him?
Yeah, I saw him before when we were back in Schult, come out of that death temple. And he was there talking something about Hiscyra, but we didn't really get to hear much because my buddy Cthulhu went up and just started punching him. Didn't go well, but we got out of there.
Ah, okay.
Seems like he was after Hiscyra.
Based on the fact that there was one of those soldiers with him, and it was the same soldiers as inside, and they have a piece of paper. I don't know what was on the piece of paper. I'm assuming a wanted poster. Not friendly, not somebody we want to talk to.
No, yeah, definitely not. And
probably didn't like that your friend punched him.
Well, I don't think that was the issue. I think they're after Hiscyra. Like, if I remember right, he was saying something like, "Oh, glad you finally brought Hiscyra. You gotta come home." And
well, maybe she should stay a fly then. She seems safe this way.
I don't know how she would enjoy being a fly.
I'm joking. I wouldn't leave somebody to be a fly. They only live for a week.
Yeah.
Your logic is sound.
Oh, I know. I think I could dispel magic on it, right? That's the thing I could do on the polymorph.
Maybe, perhaps, yes.
I'll give it a shot. I'll try and dispel.
I'm not that kind of magic user, so I can't really tell you.
I'll cast it as a level.
It's a level 4 spell.
Do a level 5. It's a level 4 spell?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'll do it a level 4, sure. There we go.
Okay. Yeah, you cast this spell, and Hiscyra flying around, just kind of like buzzing safely away from both Tahpa and Soch as they discuss leaving her as a fly, pops back into existence and drops to the floor, and she just kind of like gets her hands down on her knees and is breathing heavily and says, "I appreciate that. It wasn't the most comfortable setting, but thank you for keeping me safe, Soch."
Oh yeah. I mean, we definitely had to do a lot of improvisation, but you're here now, right? Who was that guy, and why is he after you? Like, how did he get here so quickly, too? Because, like, that's the thing. We got here. I know we teleported here. And he was in Schult, which is like a good month's boat ride away.
As she begins to tell her story again, Whisk and Nellie show up.
As we were running through the streets, I was pulling on Nellie's skirt, like, move faster! Let's go.
I'm getting outpaced by the small.
Fully panting.
Alright, so Whisk and Nellie.
Trying to remember what my voice is.
It was higher pitched.
Really? Yeah, I think it was up here. I think it was like this.
Yes.
Okay.
You
Okay.
you always remind me of like a woo voice, like, "You woo. Welcome to. My name is Nellie. How can I serve you as a
Gag me with
cleric
a
of
fucking
Salune?"
Do you need some healing, Uwu?
Oh my lord.
I have the magic touch.
I bet you do.
Do you have some boo-boos I can
Anyway.
heal with my magic?
See, I did this to avoid Valley Girl because it's the only voice I can do consistent. And the last time I did a Valley Girl voice, I was treated to the joy of your Valley Girl voice. And I don't think that's experience that anybody needs to relive. Anyway.
A scene.
Nellie's just like panting. She's just like looks up. Oh good. Hiscyra's back. Cool. Who were those guys?
Oh good, you made it safe. I'm glad we're all here together. I don't think we'll have a whole lot of time. If they are tracking us, he's very good. We quickly, the one with the face without the helmet, that was Melodious. The one with the face.
Which one do have a
Melodious.
face?
We don't know if they have faces. Melodious was, or is, the right-hand man to the gang lord, or sort of legal terms, the I can't think of the word. The person who has protection for money, kind of security, and all these things. Senor Old Divorce. Alright, so I'm gonna write down some names.
Thank you.
And they were, Senor was very close to my ex-husband, Baron Valus. Baron Garrus
That is
Velus.
not how I spelled melodious. My bad. Oh.
And I didn't think it would be that much of an issue, but apparently they need me back. So if they are looking for me, they found Soch and I at the exit of the Temple of Nerul, the Temple of Death, way back down in the jungles of Chult. And yes, we managed to teleport ourselves away from the temple and away from his clutches, Melodious. And that was... Soch, you are correct. That was a month ago, though. So he could have traveled here. But I
Yeah,
also...
but no, I mean, like, how did he know to find us? Like,
Is he?
there?
You said he might be tracking you. Is
Yeah.
that like does he have something on you, like some sort of tracking spell, like attached to something you wear or own? I can't.
Well,
I can't unhear the uwu.
I'm sorry.
I'm not.
Yeah, because I said you sounded like what's its face
Dolly.
Poppy Playtime, and
I know that my husband, the Baron, was looking for the artifacts that we are currently looking after now. And Melodious was at the Temple of Nerul demanding it from our partner, Cahoon. So it's possible that not only is he looking for me, he's looking for us who are looking for these artifacts. Garrus is collecting these artifacts. I don't know why. But he wants them for himself. So maybe he wants just to extend his power beyond the Triton area.
The artifacts are very dangerous and powerful, right?
Yes, to both. I was requested to give the former group that I was traveling with one of the artifacts. It was the prism of prism of the chromatic wild.
jump scare.
Are
And
spells that people can use to trap other people. Does he have magic?
I haven't really... I mean, I know that Senor has magic to do what he needs to do, but I don't know Melodious all that well. He seems like just a thug to me in all of the interactions that I've had.
Somehow, he was able to, like, see through my disguise spell. I know his guards couldn't. They just let me through, no problem, but
Yeah, he didn't
but
even
when he showed
hesitate.
up, yeah, he seemed to know of us somehow. He doesn't seem like a normal thug.
Whisk, do you know how we can get past that tracking spell?
You could get a magic item, I think, that blocks the spell. Stops people from being able to transfer scrying.
Well, we are in a position that's not able to let us just go shopping right now. We could go to another town and see if they have such an item. mean, who knows how many more of his guards are here?
Like,
I do believe going shopping in the next town would be better and give us a little bit more time. But then we will probably have to leave that town soon after if we do find an item.
So we're gonna have to be like town hopping? Like we can't stay in a place for more than like a week, or what are we thinking?
Well, unless you have a way to disperse a spell, we'll need to find an item to do so.
I mean, we can't just dispel magic? Like, dispel magic spell?
Do any of you have that?
It's
I have it.
an active spell?
I mean, do we think it's a spell on her?
Or do we think it's like they're scrying on her every once in a while?
Hmm.
Like, I could cast like detect magic and see. I forget what I have. This is a lot of things to remember. Okay. I can see if maybe like that help a little bit. But like, if it's not an active spell on her, I would like to go ahead and do this though. What do I need to do to actually cast this?
Well, you can take 10 minutes to cast it as a ritual, or you can cast it now and use a spell slot. But that's it.
I think try and cast it now. I think we should actually start moving, getting out of this temple, getting out of town.
I'll use spell slot.
Yes. Do we know which direction we want to go? What is the quickest way out of town?
Stupid mouse. Okay, this mouse is not working. I'm gonna use the spell slot, by the way.
Anyone?
How many of
I'm
us
just
are
trying
there?
to find it on.
There are 5 humanoids and 1 pseudo dragon.
Okay, so 6.
So you cast detect magic, and you can tell that Hiscyra has a lot of magic on her. And it seems to be coming from like different kinds of items, and she is a creature of magic who can cast magic spells. So it's a bit difficult to find like something that has been cast on her, if that is a thing.
Do you have any items from your ex that he gave you, that he knows of, that he's familiar with? He could be tracking an item.
Yes, I have a fan that was the only possession. I thought I could sell it, but it was too nostalgic for me. But I keep it in my bag of holding, so I don't know if you can detect things in different dimensional spaces.
I don't think you can.
Is anyone proficient in Arcana?
Yes.
Yeah.
Those who are proficient in Arcana, roll Arcana.
I can't get this freaking mouse to work. Okay. Wow. I have a +8 in that.
Wow.
You're just not skilled in this particular
I'm still tired from running.
expertise.
Y-
Yeah.
I'm
yeah.
still tired from running.
You see that Hiscyra is just glowing with all kinds of magic, and you're just mesmerized by all this magic coming off of her.
Oh, she's so pretty.
Brain off.
No, it's Katla.
All right, so both of you who rolled above 20, you know that there's an item that is called the Amulet of Proof Against Detection and Location, which does exactly what it says. You can't use divination magic to locate this creature. And then there's a spell called Non-Detection, which is the same thing, only it lasts 8 hours. 3rd level spell. And bards, rangers, and wizards can cast it. But it
Bards
costs
can cast it.
it costs money. So yeah, so that's
I think we should try and get that item.
Item, not the spell.
That makes sense to me.
Well, I guess we could find a scroll. We could purchase it.
Well, we probably
Either way, we have to.
them. Yeah.
I think either way, we have to go shopping.
Can I see
Yeah.
if potentially
yeah, that's a good idea.
anyone here at the temple might already know the spell, and then we could learn it from them without having to pay for anything?
Well, it is during the day, so the Temple of Selene is pretty empty, and it is what Soch and Whisk know. It is not known by paladins or clerics, so
Alright,
you'd
okay.
be unlikely to find someone here.
Okay.
So you can either wait until night and try and find someone, or
No.
Yeah, let's
Unless they
get
thought
out
it was
of
a
town.
good chance.
Soch, I believe the fastest way out was the northern gate. We have
Okay.
to go through the desert.
Right.
Nellie, did you have something to say?
Is there a chance that he might be expecting us at the northern gate? Perhaps we should be careful about our approach and then have a backup exit plan? I just feel like it'd be easy to lie in wait.
I have one more spell slot that I could cast Fly on 3 people.
Oh, and I have a spell too that does flying, kind of.
I don't like the kind of part.
Well, it turns you. It's called Windwalk, and it turns you into a cloud.
I
And it lasts for
see.
8 hours, and you have a flying speed of up to 300 feet, and resistance to damage from non-magical weapons. So it's like the same.
Well, if anybody would like to be a cloud, go ahead.
Well, that is much faster than Fly can offer. Fly only allows a 60-foot flying speed.
Yeah, we just assume a gaseous form, then we appear as wisps of cloud. So
And-
I could cast it up to 10 willing creatures.
Oh, I thought it was just one person. Okay, that is so much better.
Whoa.
Here, I'll show you in my spell book what it looks like. There you go.
Yeah, Soch just opens his mouth as his spell book.
Yeah. He does have a spell book.
Oh, right, because of the ritual stuff.
And sometimes he'll write, like, his really fancy spells, druid spells in there.
Well, it's very useful.
I'm glad I prepped it.
I didn't really know that we would need it.
No,
Till
I
just
didn't.
now.
I just kind of thought like, it'd be a nice like kind of afternoon. Just take like a little break and pretend to be a cloud. I just thought that would be like really nice. I still get to do it, I guess.
Yes, but without the relaxing.
Well, I mean, we could still relax, like up in the air, Flying 300 feet per hour or whatever.
And how many people would be able to do that to?
Up to 10.
All of us.
Up to 10 creatures. Willing,
Oh, okay.
Of course. So if you ain't willing, it's not gonna work.
So don't go kicking and screaming is what you're saying.
Yeah, just let it happen to you.
Go with the flow.
Exactly, actually.
So I just did some math, and apparently if you just go max speed for the entire duration, you go 4.5 miles.
Oh, damn.
4.5
Speeding
miles
around.
per what? Minute?
For 8 hours.
For 8 hours, 4.5. Wait, really?
Yeah.
So you could change us into clouds. We could go out the front door, and then
And then some.
8 hours later be outside, be out of the city,
Wait, is that right?
and like
Does it-
along the way.
It lasts an hour.
It lasts 8 hours.
Yeah. Oh, I was
Okay.
saying an hour, wasn't I? Oh, yeah. It lasts 8 hours.
Times
And
10
it's-
rounds.
you have a
3,000 feet a minute.
100 feet.
300?
3,000
feet.
feet a minute. And 300 feet per 6 seconds. So that's 3,000
Oh, yeah.
feet a minute times 60 for an hour times 8 divided by, I was wrong, it was almost 200. Jeez, I was very wrong, sorry, math.
It's all right. I was just like,
That's after
oh,
8
man,
minutes,
I thought it was
so
a much better spell. And all we can do is dash. Or revert. Normal form.
Be like, I don't want to do this anymore, and immediately go back to your normal form.
I mean, that seems like a good distance, right?
but if you dash, you can go double that speed.
So then it would be like 500.
Going around at the speed of sound.
Over 500 miles.
Dude, we could just wind up in our next destination. We could cross.
Yeah, we could
Okay.
literally just go to the next town now.
You know, the other spell I have is transport via plants.
Let's try that one instead.
How does that one work?
Here, let me show it to you in my spell book.
Tahpa not knowing anything about
Flip
spells.
to another page.
Is really gonna pay off for everybody.
We read smooth speak, right? Like, man, this is pretty legible.
Well, you would have to have touched that other
Yeah.
plant, so
So
you'd
I made sure to touch trees here, like
You-
a large tree.
teleport
looking
to Jolt.
It's great this time of year. And since he's here, we can
Does
go
grass
back
count?
there. But I will say that Soch made sure to touch like the biggest tree around here during their stay. Just so we could come back if needed.
Was that the tree the leaping lizard was made out of?
Probably.
It's somehow
That's still
still
down.
alive.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
I mean, it's like a redwood.
Very resilient.
Oh my gosh.
I just meant hollowed out. we again?
Oh,
so,
no.
do you want to use Windwalk?
I think we'll use Windwalk if that's
Okay.
fine. If everybody's
I was-
like, all right,
Yeah.
everybody, let's step outside.
Nellie's kind
the
of
temple.
bouncing on her toes because she's excited to try something new.
I guess let's actually go find a window so we could just float out there. Or a chimney. Actually, if there's a chimney, that'd be cool. I think we can go, yeah, and chimneys.
We can become the smoke for the new pope.
Yeah, exactly. We're gonna be descending a white cloud, signifying a choice has been made, and that is to flee.
We are going to confuse so many people.
They're like, what? They decided already? I thought he was still alive.
Demotion.
All right. Is there a chimney in the temple?
Yeah.
Nellie, is there a chimney here?
Yeah, it's over off to the side there. Just this way.
All right, I follow. Everybody follow along.
Everybody walk in a line.
Everybody get in line. Remember the buddy system.
I'll pull out a rope and tie it around all of our waists.
That's gonna be super useful.
When we turn to smoke and leave my rope behind. Yeah, great. I'll like, once we get there, I'll like kind of crawl in a little bit and like make sure the damper's open.
Okay. Look good?
All right. No
Right.
bats in the belfry.
Perfect. And we just see blue sky up ahead?
Yes, sir.
You could see that through the chimney?
Do we know where we're going?
It doesn't have a cover on it. North. Across the desert.
All right.
Are we
Somebody have a
going to be
map.
able to see each other?
Somebody have a map?
Don't we have anyone have a map? We seem really unprepared for this.
I'm gonna get lost.
Yeah, the DM was unprepared for this too.
Tahpa pulls out the map and just lays it on the ground. All right, where are we going?
So
Are we just aiming for the river, or are we going for a city?
Actually, where are we?
To a city, right? Like we
Okay, we're
gotta
down
go
there.
to Oh shit! What's the place called?
I think Memnon is the nearest city.
We're trying to get to.
How
500.
far away is Assam? Because what if we just showed up in Assam?
Are we trying to get to
No.
Veza? Is that where
Where is
Hiscyra
Veza?
says we need to go?
I don't even
Sarah,
know where
what
that
was
is.
what was the town we were trying to get to?
This spell is overpowered.
You know what? I spent the last 2 weeks trying to think of travel encounters for you. And now you can get to your destination in a day, so...
Oh, Assam, right? That's where I need to go. Well, you know what? Let's actually go to, because we gotta go through the desert. So let's go to Daromar. I think that's a reasonable distance. We don't need to do full-on dashes. We'll just do full-on dashes to get out of the city, and then we'll just take a nice leisurely stroll in the sky as some clouds.
All right, that sounds good to me. It should give us enough head start to get away from those
and
guards.
frankly,
And that way too, like, if we're not super worried about like losing track of each other or anything like that as clouds, just one destination, cross the mountains, cross the desert, cross the mountains, cross the first and second river.
yeah, we're just gonna go end up in Daromar and take a nice little bath in the river.
Mhm.
Ooh, I would love a nice bath.
Sorry, DM.
No, you can go straight there if you want.
Would that be easier for you?
It's fine.
I'm prepared to do your I kind of want to do your encounters. I think they'll be fun.
I want to do
Yes,
the
DM, I want to do
I
the
think
encounters.
if we stop at the first city,
I like messing you up, but I don't like
It's just
completely
like-
throwing everything away.
It's just like, okay, they're gonna go through the desert, and so I got these desert things going on, and then like, okay, so they're they're gonna go up this way and go around, and like, okay, I have these things, and yeah,
And then we're like,
and then you're just like,
hey.
oh yeah, just go here. Just cast the same spell twice and go there in 16 hours. It's fine.
Well, we
I
do
can
put the
only-
ass in
no,
a
So
song.
here's the fun thing: I can only cast it once per day.
No, you can cast it
No,
at,
wait,
at
actually,
higher
that's a lie. I can
levels.
cast it at higher level. So
Yeah.
yeah, I could cast it 2 times a day and just spend the same
Hey,
amount. We'll spend 2 days cloud travel.
Not even 2 days, just like 1 day.
1 day, yeah, 8
it's
hours.
8 hours. Does this
Well,
count as a long rest?
I don't think you can just fall asleep as a cloud. All right, so we'll take a stop in Darrowmire, take some lunch and maybe some dinner or something, and then we'll stop in maybe we'll find a nice boat to take the river or something. That sounds fun. I like rivers. Anyways, I'm preparing to cast a spell now.
Everybody's got what they need
Yeah,
Didn't leave
I'm hoping
anything
everybody.
behind.
All right, so this is verbal, somatic, and material, fire and holy water. Soch relights the fire that he had started prior, when we were first in the temple, and he assumes that there's holy water here in this temple. So he's gonna go grab the chalice of holy water that they use.
Nellie will go get a little vial of it and bring it back to you.
Yeah, perfect. All right, and he'll start doing his like, all right, everybody line up in 2 rows in front of me. Very good.
Does that mean we have to find another temple? We want to travel.
All right. Okay, so hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome aboard to Soch Airlines. Please have your boarding pass and ID ready for check-in. For your continued safety, please keep your seatbelt fastened in the air. We if you would like some refreshments or a hot beverage, well, that sucks because we're in the sky. We're gonna be clouds. I mean, I guess you may try and rain on someone, rain on each other. That's an option. I'm sorry for any inconvenience that you experience ahead. Remember to stick together as a group, and where we're headed, just let's follow in a line. I will talk to you again before we reach our destination. Thank you for flying with Soch Airlines. Have a safe journey. And he casts the spell. Well, he already started casting the spell because it takes a minute. And as soon as the minute is up, they all turn into clouds.
So
Oh my
gosh.
we have to say, I direct my head into and go up through the chimney.
What head? You're a cloud.
Yeah, you're
I have a
cloud.
question.
You're
Are we?
Thunderhead
Your
now.
butt is your head.
That's what I'm saying. Is like, are we amorphous or are we like a cloud shaped like a human? The way in like The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe that like the petals were shaped like a person.
SpongeBob's
You
bubble
know-
buddy.
You know how clouds, you like spend that time of just look at the cloud. That cloud looks like an elephant. That cloud looks like a marimba or whatever.
One of the
You know,
guards
that's what
now
it is.
as
It's
That
like
cloud
they
looks like a
fly
lizard.
over going.
That cloud
That
looks like a
almost like
cat.
our target.
Yeah, that cloud looks like a lizard.
Sarah?
That cloud looks like a demon.
devil. That cloud looks like a dragon. A teeny tiny one. That cloud looks like a cat. I don't know what that cloud is. Is it like a potato or
What is it? Is it a mouse?
That's what we look like.
All right, so basically we quickly smoke bomb the place and then fly up the chimney.
Yep. One by one. Go, go, go.
Dive.
Dun, da, 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 dun, da, 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 da. There's all these clouds come out of the chimney. Head northeast. I don't know what direction that is.
Yeah, that's
There's
northeast.
a compass. All right, good.
Many people are elated and very sad because a new pope has been announced, but that means the old pope is dead.
Yeah. Just like, oh. Yeah. Oh. And as we approach to Miramar, we all begin to revert to our normal selves. It takes a minute. We just slowly descend. The creature descends 60 feet per round for 1 minute until it lands, which does safely. If it can't land after 1 minute, the creature falls the remaining distance. Soch, I assume, is like kind of like, okay,
Like, as
trying to signal.
we're getting closer, like, come on.
Yeah.
Just see that Soch's cloud is going lower, so we all just follow Soch's cloud.
Yeah, like geese.
Yeah.
Imagine we're like in a V shape of geese kind of formation. Like weird. It's like a parade of animal clouds.
Is that a bird? Is that a plane? No, it's clouds, and they're heading right for us.
Oh my god.
Everybody run!
Run! It's the end!
The demon cloud of Hiscyra is like descending and everyone's just like getting freaked out.
Have you guys seen that scene from Megamind where he like pops out of his own mouth? It's kind of like that.
Presentation!
There's like a villager who's like, "Hey, Omone said, I don't quite trust them clouds. They look very shifty."
Wait, you have a bed. Why are you not laying in your bed? You said you're
All
laying,
right,
like,
so
almost
we're in
on-
town. Are we looking for an item or a person?
You want to try that spell or that? I know it's not a big town, but there's a chance they might have what you guys were talking about before, right?
There's a chance.
Chance, take a chance.
Give our DM a moment to think about what he's gonna do.
Yeah.
So
We're gonna be right back.
let's take a quick break. Collect myself. So Daramar is a pretty of the towns outside of the major ones. This one's actually pretty big, with the river Ith that runs through it from the mountains to the north. It gets a lot of trade from mining, as well as a lot of logging towns come in here, and fur trading. This is also good, like, stopping point between places. So it's a pretty large town, not as big as Kalimport or Athkatla, but it has a lot of trade that comes through here. Nice inns, taverns, that kind of thing. So let's have pick one person to roll a d100, and if you roll above what I roll, we'll say that there is the item here that can be bought.
Guys, I've rolled a couple.
Okay, who are we? Rock, paper, scissors?
I get to roll D100s all the time, so you guys can roll.
Right, because you go. But that means that you have a higher chance of rolling
It means nothing.
based purely on.
I love how both of you guys keep cutting out. It's I guess if anybody doesn't
Keep cutting out
have
'cause
Yeah? You keep cutting out because what?
Every time I click a button in Discord, it cuts out your audio, like someone else's audio. So I presume that's also why my audio cuts out occasionally.
Okay. So Soch or
Tahpa, roll a D100.
Tahpa. Okay, Tahpa rolls a D100.
Oh, you.
Soch did. Never mind. We both lost anyway.
Almost had a 50% chance. All right, so while you're here, you stop off and become people again, and you're looking around town. Maybe you split up and look at as many of the merchants as you can, and nobody can find an amulet of non-detection.
Bummer.
Okay, what about like a spell shop or a magic wizard person?
You could find a spell scroll that might have it, but a spell scroll will only it'll be used up as soon as you cast it. So,
Is it a ritual spell, and can it be put into somebody's spell book?
does somebody have a spell book? It is not a ritual spell.
What are the mechanics on gaining new spells? I know as a wizard you can put it in your spell book, but what about other classes?
I believe that's the only class that can gain new spells between level ups, but everyone else has to level up to gain spells.
Oh, dang.
With how frequently Tahpa travels, is there any chance that he might have heard anything about this item?
Well, I'll tell you
That's
one
fine.
thing, it's really hard to find. Funny.
It's painful.
It's hard to detect.
In
No,
Assam?
really, it is hard to find.
Like, would there be one in Assam, Sarah? Like, is Assam a big city?
It's very small. I don't think that somebody would have it there. But if we go there, I might find someone who would know or want to find one. I have someone
Alright.
I'm very close to there. Back in the sky.
Right, everybody get back in.
All right. Well, I thought we were getting lunch.
Oh yeah, we have to get lunch.
You can take a short rest, so if you have like something that recharges during a short rest, you can do that.
Talk to the people there, being like, "Have you heard of this item? Please."
Everyone looks at you just like, okay, chill out.
Like, no, crazy. What are you talking about?
All right, do we want to go by sky or do we want to kind of walk a little bit?
Did you want to buy the spell scroll?
Oh yeah. How much is it?
You find it is base price 400 gold.
Base price.
Well, I guess I'll buy that for you, Sarah. I have 400 gold.
I mean, if we're gonna do that again, I guess we could use it later, but
Like, it's at least good to have, right?
just in case.
I'll buy that.
Okay.
Maybe whoever is tracking you will be like, holy cow, they moved so quickly in such a short amount of time that they think that the spell is not working correctly.
Start
Maybe.
flying in the
Maybe.
shape of a
Yeah.
pentagram.
So dumb. Turn back into clouds and just start like floating in a circle, like rotating in place. And like, I don't know where they are. It's like things going weird.
This feels very broken.
Well, it's a high level spell.
I'm not used to
I'm
being a
enjoying
high
it.
level
No
character.
complaints.
Is there a tree here?
Yeah, there are lots of trees here.
Yeah, I would like
A
to
big
touch the
one?
biggest
Big tree.
Sure.
We just walk up to it and go,
roll-
hello, friend, and give it some pets.
I just
roll
hug the tree.
nature.
Better be a good roll, otherwise the tree's
16.
gonna punch you.
I'll turn to Hiscyra and be like, is it behavior?
Is what?
I'm glad
I'm
I'm
Is this
satisfied.
normal behavior?
I'm satisfied it's just hugging at this point.
What do you do before?
I'd rather not say.
Hmm.
It was only
Deviant
one
behavior.
time.
One time too many, Soch. I'm here to teach you about good manners in this cultures. That was not good manners in this culture.
What did he do? Did he hiss the tree?
I wish.
Oh no.
Oh,
We don't talk about it, I guess. Best not to talk about it.
If you
okay.
want to talk about it when I'm not here, that's fine.
Speaking of talking about things, you were going to tell me about dragons.
Oh my god, we don't have time.
We have to get to Assam in an
We have to get
instant.
to Assam!
I guess if we're done with the cloud flying, we'll just save it for an emergency or whatever. We could talk on the road about it.
Well, I say we put it to a vote with the rest of the group. I don't mind a little travel, and I believe we have a head start. So, I'll
God,
leave
I
it up
hope
to you
so.
guys.
But if Hiscyra is being tracked, the faster we can get that item for her, the quicker we can lose whoever's tracking her.
There was a boat, right? Like
There are trading
the
boats
boat?
through here.
Yeah.
Like, logging goes through here, mining and ores and that kind of thing. Furs from the mountains.
Is it a big boat or a little boat?
Well, they have to
We're
go
not
back
very-
up the river to get more.
we don't boat chain here.
I vote shame.
Is it a boat or a boat?
A ship?
We
The
find just
barge?
like a bunch of abandoned boats.
Okay.
It's like, I wonder who left these perfectly good boats behind.
I don't know who, but I would rather.
Geppetto.
I don't want to know who would abandon a perfectly good boat. Just some kind of monsters.
Is it abandoned or just tied up so the person can come back to it later? Like a parked car. It's not abandoned.
You touch the boat. Wee wee wee. Cheese it. Did you want to boat or walk?
Let's take it to a vote. Sock will vote for boat.
I vote for walk.
Nellie's more comfortable on boats.
Oh, Tahpa's gonna want to go on a boat.
Yeah, Tahpa boat.
The boats have it.
The
That-
boating
Nellie
poles have
grew up on a
closed.
lake.
Yeah.
Feeling the spray of the
Ayo.
water on my face would be nice. Speed the boat up.
Whisk is shaking his head. He does not agree.
It's alright, Whisk. We can put you in the middle. It'll be okay.
If it's a big boat, it's not so bad.
I'll put you in the middle, and then if anything happens, you just climb onto my stick, and you'll float. Do.
How much? is
Tahpa
boat?
is just very happily looking at the water.
Yeah. Like, do we need to buy a boat or can we rent a boat?
Well, Hiscyra and Soch have those badges.
Why aren't you all
Oh, those-
fancy?
Those royalty badges, right?
Right.
What is up with us joining groups that are like rich?
Because we joined mid-campaign. There really is. Like, this is the equivalent of, like, marrying up in real life, where you're just like, what do you mean you don't have to worry about rent next month? What do you mean you want to go to the Bahamas?
Tomorrow.
Soch is like, I actually inherited this money. I wasn't always this wealthy.
Inherited.
Someone's pocket gave it to my hand.
Someone died and I inherited it. That's how inheritance work, right?
Yeah, that is actually what happened.
Yeah.
That doesn't help your cause.
The more you
I
explain
wasn't
it,
the one
the
who
less
killed
I
them.
believe you.
Yeah, I didn't kill them. They died of their own volition. Well, they probably wasn't willing, I imagine. I don't quite know.
Maybe you should stop talking so we could not be thrown in a cage with you. Plausible deniability.
Well, if we
Right,
get in a cage, we
let's
can
go
just
find
turn
us
into
a boat.
clouds.
Yeah.
Just turn into clouds, duh.
Get in
Not
the
at all
boat.
a bitter DM right there.
How can I jail these people?
They just keep
You have to
turning
jail them separately, that's how.
Other people have other ways.
It'll be fine. Just don't get caught, y'all.
Oh, wait.
Don't
before
talk
we-
to
Don't
cops.
talk to the cops.
Don't talk-
Don't talk to cops.
Before we leave, Soch is gonna go look for a church. And he just wants
Oh, to get
to get holy water.
Can I assist in finding that? Because I'm sure I can find Tempulus Lunae pretty easy.
Yeah. Or if you could make holy water.
Actually, yeah. Can I make holy water? Is that a thing?
I know paladins can. Regardless
where
if
to
you
look.
buy it or if you make it, it costs 25 gold.
25 gold.
Okay.
They're like discounted holy water.
It's not as holy as you need it to be.
It's diluted.
Semi holy.
They cut it with regular water, well water.
25 gold. How much is that I'm buying?
I can contribute.
It's like a flask. Let's say you get a pound of holy water with that.
Pound?
Yeah. So
How?
2 cups.
So what is that? A quart?
Yeah.
No, it's a pint, but yeah.
2
Okay.
cups of holy water. Right.
I will also buy some holy water and put it in my bag of holding. Actually. Darn. I wish the money section on the character sheet did math for me the way the hit points does on the token.
That would be nice.
So I know.
And how far? Like this river doesn't go directly to towns. It goes past a road and then up the mountains. So, do you want to go to the road and abandon ship, or do you want to go as far as you can and then walk?
So
Well, I guess it depends. Are we planning to go through the mountains to our destination, or are we planning to go around along the Lake of Steam?
can we see
Where is our next destination?
Back to the map.
the map?
It's the map. It's the map. It's the map. It's the map. It's the map.
Like,
I blame Dylan immediately for what just happened to
we're
you.
in a friendship. I heard of a friendship of friends. So it ends at the mountain, but we could stop here in Ria Tavern and then take the
Or we could stop
pass.
here,
Where?
or here.
Oh,
Sorry.
in
I keep
Saradush?
forgetting my mouse isn't working. And, well, where are we going?
We're going to Assam.
right up here.
Up
Okay.
here.
So the mountain pass makes the most sense. I wasn't sure if we were going...
We could
Okay.
cut up right at where the river ends its tour. Or
I
would
wasn't
that
sure if we
be
were going this way.
would that be
Or
at
this
the
way.
town or a little further up?
You mean like stopping at Ria Tavern?
Do we
Yeah.
need to stop in Ria Tavern to get any supplies, or do we feel confident that we can just go through past?
I mean, does everyone have food? I mean, is anyone good hunters?
I'm
Your
not the
silence
most
is killing
athletic.
me. I'm very concerned with the silence of just now. Are you guys not good at like surviving?
I can catch lizards.
Okay, well that's we will address that later.
Oh, so we'll never lose him then. That's good.
No one can catch me. So
If I
please.
can, before we, well, maybe I don't know. Are these like cold mountains, like proper mountains?
The Snowflake Mountains?
we-
Yes, they're cold.
I didn't read the name, honestly. I literally just saw mountain range and moved on.
Snowflake Mountains, it's
Okay.
actually quite cold, but it's also just full of people up there complaining and griping
About how cold it is.
Special they are.
Yeah.
So, I'll need to buy some like winter gear probably before we go. But I'm not gonna like fall off the mountainside. I just might slow us down.
What do you mean by winter? What's that?
It's when the temperature gets very, very cold, to the point of below freezing. So freezing water falls from the sky, but it's very soft usually, unless you get hail, and that one's hard. So the
That's what she said.
the mountains that we're about to probably pass through probably has a lot of the snow and is below freezing temperature. So winter, that is generally what happens in winter. Is not winter right now, but the clothes for that temperature is called winter clothing.
All right.
It's just some really warm, like a heavier, better.
Usually
shoe.
made out of furs.
Well, but your body's already made out of furs, isn't it?
I mean, mine is, but I am from a warmer climate, so my skin isn't very protected against. I'm more protected than most of you.
So you need more furs. All right. Yeah, let's stop in River Tavern. Get more furs.
For what?
Sounds like a plan.
Sorry.
Apparently for winter. It's coming or something.
For
I don't know.
furs.
For furs. Yeah, we'll stop in Ria Tavern.
Okay. So you make your way along the river, and there are some, like, you managed to find a trade boat, a barge that will go up back to the mountains to reclaim a lot of goods that are coming downriver. Don't want to waste time just bringing empty boats back to back up. So, like, supplies, food, and other things that you can't quite find up in the coldness of the Snowflake Mountains. And it takes some time to get there. So we'll say it takes about a week for you to travel upriver. And since you are, like, on a trade barge, it's pretty uneventful. There aren't a lot of, like, travelers through here. There is the captain of the trade ship and a couple deckhands as well, but they see the badge that Hiscyra and Soch have and kind of feel like bummed out that they aren't getting paid for this, but also honored to be among those who are helping Faerun bring back the power that was lost and the memories.
I just can't get a fact.
So in this time, as you're traveling for a week, is there anything you'd like to discuss or talk about where you're headed or where you've been in your past and that kind of thing?
Well, Soch would talk about dragons. That was what Tahpa was asking about.
Okay, why don't you give a little spiel about dragons?
Yeah, give us a little spiel.
Oh, let me get to my notes. Hold on.
It was very zoomed in. Blowhole.
All right.
One where we sail for a week.
All right. So the fun fact: the average adult dragon produces a gallon of saliva every hour. Now, just imagine, like, you know, you have a dragon and it just drools in a pool, and you can just swim around in it. Like, I bet that'd be super fun. Ancient fairy dragons are rare, but they throw the best parties. Everybody knows this.
Nellie's gonna
but
share a
it's-
look with Hiscyra when the drool comment.
You see her just like eyes straight ahead, smiling at Soch as he's telling the story.
Did you know a dragon can leap up to 5 times its own body length in a single bound to assist with takeoff?
Oh,
And then
that's
certain
amazing.
breeds of bronze dragon can appear cross-eyed because the nerves from the left side of the brain go to mostly the right eye, and the nerves from the right side of the brain go mostly to the left eye. Is that silly? Yeah, this causes some double vision sometimes, which the dragon tries to correct by crossing its eyes. That's why bronze dragons are known to be the derpiest of dragon. Even when they're on like a Tiamat, you know, a 5-headed dragon, the bronze head is the dumbest. There are tons of pictures and testimony that you can find in records and libraries of just like what the Tiamat dragon looks like, and then the bronze head just looking like an absolute fool. It's so great.
I would absolutely love to see one of those. I believe I have a cousin that's cross-eyed like that too. Maybe I should introduce one to a copper dragon.
Yeah, I'll
Bronze
honestly find
dragon,
out if
not
they're like
copper.
if they have any dragon in them. So another fun fact is most dragons do not have the ability to taste sweetness. They'd have an overdeveloped sense of taste for sickness or infection. So this has led to the commonly held belief that dragons prefer to eat virgin maidens as they're less likely to have contracted venereal diseases. That's the reason why they want virgins.
That's very practical.
It really is, right? Let's
Slut
see, what
shaming.
else? Black dragons. There used to be a whole cult of worshipping of black dragons in Cholt, where I come from. But we haven't really seen a lot of black dragons since then. Let's see, what are some other fun facts?
Are lizard people descendants of dragons?
Oh, yes. So, you know, a lot of people, a lot of anthropomorphic people believe that when you see a dragonborn that they're descended in some way or another from dragons, but they're actually more like descended from is a very strong word, but more like they have some relations sometimes, but lizard folk are actually closer in blood and genetics to dragons than dragonborn folk.
Wow.
So lizard folk are actually considered the true kin of dragonborn, of worms.
I wonder how that works.
It's really fascinating, and there's a whole thing of like there's like just so many factions and different theories and philosophies on it. Dragonborn definitely think that they're just because they look more dragon-like, that means that they're descended, but they're actually not. It's more like a family member down the line made a deal with the dragon and inherited some of that dragon appearance, or they got dragon magic and that it corrupted them to physical appearance to look like a dragon-like. But they aren't actually cold-blooded, you know? But lizard folk, we are. We also have a lot of the same mannerisms too. So,
Can I roll something to see if this aligns with what Whisk has learned in Whisk's very limited amount of studies?
Sure. You can roll. What would you like to roll?
History?
Sure. I mean, this is new information, but it sounds right.
All right.
Didn't know dragons were so varied and had so many unique things about them. I just thought they all breathed fire, or you know, some of them have different elements, and were just kind of like beasts.
no, dragons are very intelligent and very wise. They're just different. They're exactly like us, anthropomorphic folks. There are just different aligned kinds of dragons. You have your more chaotic and lawful evil dragons. You have your more neutral dragons. You got your more lawful good and chaotic good kind of dragons. And they all have like, you know, jobs in a sense. Some of them are in charge of taking care of areas of nature and habitat. Some of them take care of the oceans and the rivers that are, you know, their birthplace, as it were. I mean, it's really no different than taking care of your home that's probably been in your family's generation, like your family's bloodline for generations. They also have their own religions and economy. So dragons, they have hordes, right? But each dragon hoards different things. There are some dragons out there that hoard, money, shiny things, gold, treasures. There are some dragons out there that hoard books, and they have a massive library that you can, like, if you find them and you make good buddies with them, give them, bring a book to them every time you see them, you can get on their good side and they let you into their library. Man, you can read all of their books. I mean, it'll take a millennia if you can live that long, but yeah, it's really fascinating. Dragons truly are just magnificent creatures.
I'll have to see if I can make a dragon friend then at some point. Thanks for enlightening me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna, what exactly, drew you to dragons? Is this the lineage that makes this such a intense area of research for you, or what got you interested?
Frankly, it's just because when I went to school, I was pretty surprised by the lack of knowledge of folks that had no idea that lizard folk were actually closer in blood to dragons than dragonborn. There were people that were like talking to dragonborn, they thought they were so high and mighty just because they look like a dragon, but they're not actually related. There is no blood, there's no kinship. Compared to us lizard folk, we're closer. We have like descendants from dragons. So frankly, I'm fascinated by it. I'm trying to spread awareness of lizard folk and our heritage, as it were, and frankly, I'm tired of the stuck-up dragonborn that I come across thinking they're so great and they're better than everyone. They just have some kind of weird eye formation.
That's a pretty noble cause, I think.
This is fascinating.
Have you ever been to did you say fairy dragon? One of their parties?
Oh no, I have not. I have not been to a fairy dragon's party yet. But I had a cousin who did. Let's see here. I believe it was Terry. Terry had gone to a fairy dragon's party. Because he was like doing excavations and explorations in the Feywild. He got invited to one, and I heard like he was out on his ass for a week after the party, and he said like he doesn't know what happened, but he just knows he had a good time because he woke up covered in sparkly glitter.
All right.
Sounds like a good time.
Yeah. I mean, they throw the best parties. There's no way you're going to remember what happened, but from what I understand, it's going to be a good time. Your body is just going to react and just physically have a smile and a glow. Like you physically glow when you think about going to that fairy dragon's party. Like my cousin, he's constantly like, man, he just wishes he could remember what happened. And he can't wait to go to the next one. They only have them every 100 years, so I don't know if my cousin's going to live that long. But yeah, they're extreme.
Are there different types of lizard folk? Like there are different types of dragons?
Yeah, there are actually. We got several different kinds. So we got your swamp lizard folk. We have your desert lizard folk. I haven't seen too many of them. They're usually on the other side of Schult. We have your forest lizard folk. We have your frilled lizard folk. And usually we're all just kind of get along all great. Like mostly just we have the similar cultures. Some of them have like different kind of accents. I met one lizard folk down in Schult when I went to the Bay Area, and he had like really fancy fancy kind of weird accent. I didn't quite understand him, but yeah, he was cool. And he was one of the frilled folks. So
One of the what?
frilled folks. He had like some of the lizard folk. They have frills. They're like get really bulky. Like they work out and stuff. I'm assuming it's probably because their diet. They eat a lot more protein. Never lizard folk eats a lot of protein, but the frilled ones, they get huge, man. We're talking like 7 feet, 8 feet tall, and they're just massive guys. They got like these really cool frills. I'm a little bit jealous, but you know, it's no biggie. Whatever. We all have our own perks and what have you. But yeah, he had like a really fancy accent. It looked super cool though. He was pretty chill. He was a cool guy. Anyways, if you want to learn about more dragons, I got some books you could borrow too.
Oh, I would love to see those.
Soch grabs the bag of holding and starts pulling out the books about dragons.
It's just like 20 of them all coming out.
It's like this one's about black dragons, this one's about blue dragons. Ooh, this one's about gem dragons.
Tahpa's just going to pull his hand out and kind of do a little eeny, meeny, miny, mo over them, and then grab a random book that looks interesting. Like, okay, I'll start with this one.
Then there's lung dragons.
Lung dragons?
Yeah, lung dragons. He'll show you a picture, and it looks like an oriental, an oriental illustration, like a Chinese illustration of a dragon. Where they're just really long. Yeah, those are lung dragons.
They kind of look like snakes.
Yeah, they live in the lands of Karatur. They're super cool. They're like in charge of the laws and the bureaucracy or something like that. I don't quite understand, but they have like jobs. They essentially help in government work. Could you imagine? You just go down to like the city hall, and like you need to get a tater paper signed or whatever, or you're buying a house. You just go to a lung dragon, and they're like, and then they stamp it.
I couldn't. I think that'd be terrifying. I don't think I'd ever ask for a loan again.
I think it'd be so cool. I really want to go there one day.
Maybe that's the purpose.
Listen, yeah, you don't start shit with you have dragons in charge. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, I understand.
You make your payments.
Yeah, exactly. And they'll they live longer than anyone, you know? I mean, unless you're some kind of lich, but whatever. So like, you can't, just cause you died doesn't mean you get out of that debt, that what you owe. Cause that'll be on your generation forever until you make those payments. So your grandson and your great-great-grandson and your great-great-great-great-great-grandson will be making those payments to the lung dragon because he's gonna remember. Genius. Frankly, chef's kiss. Yeah. Dragons are great.
Well, thank you for the knowledge. I'll be sure to read up on this, and when I'm done, I'll give it back to you. And he'll just kind of look out on the water and be like, "Man, I wish I could just go take a dip right now."
Has Whisk been staying close to the center mass?
Yes. Yes. Not even looking over the edge. Not curious at all. Someone's like, "Oh, look at that fish. It's so weird." And Whisk is like, "Nope, don't care."
Tahpa's just gonna be like, "Are you okay? How are you holding up?"
Okay, I'll be okay. I'll just keep thinking about dragons. Keep my mind off of it.
I have some cards if you want to play a game.
Oh, cards?
Yeah, I'll show you how to play a card game.
Okay,
Unless
that
you
sounds
know
fun.
one.
Play too, if that's all right.
I do not know how to play.
Nellie would like to play with you.
Yes, let's all take our mind off of here and let's play a card game. Trying
Got
to
dragons on them?
of what card games? No, sadly they don't have any dragons on them. They do have these pretty plant motifs though. I thought they were very cute.
All right. Yeah, that sounds cool. I'll play your game.
Cool. We'll play a very fair game of cards.
Like,
Fair.
play that.
Super fair.
Super
fair.
duper fair game of cards.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I assume that's how you play cards. You play it fair.
Do people want to make rules for how fair this card game is?
Sure.
What do we need to roll to try and spot the fairness?
Well, are you... You would have to do, Tahpa's sleight of hand versus everyone's passive perception.
So do I need to roll a
Passive.
sleight of hand?
Yes.
Okay.
Why can I never remember where my passive perception is? Right there. Okay.
I do not notice.
15.
Passive is a 20.
Pass it.
Gotta do better than that.
Why is your passive so high?
Yeah, holy cow!
Because I'm so wise. Dragon.
Question is, do you say anything or do you make this card game fair just for the two
So
of
let's-
you?
let's-
Probably
say-
try and counter. I would probably try and counter to make sure it's fair.
So
I
let's
wouldn't say
you're,
anything, but I just.
you're all playing, and like whatever hearts or old maid or whatever you want to play, and let's say that as you're playing, Tahpa, what do you do to like have your fairness show up? And then Soch will see whatever happens, like if you have a card up your sleeve, or if you like do a little flourish with your hands or whatever. So how do you play fairly?
Let me see. Tahpa will. I don't know. It's like I've never cheated at cards, so. Maggie just yelled that I don't play cards. She's right.
You'd probably try to replace one of your cards in your hand with a better card from like, up your sleeve.
Yeah, Tahpa's going to he's gonna have like a card in his sleeve just really close, but not fully like peeking out, just like he keeps his arm up so it doesn't fall out, but every once in a while he does have to put his arm like slightly lower to maneuver his cards in the way that he needs to or something.
Soch
Yeah.
just happens to be sitting on the right side.
Yeah. Like, yeah. One of your cards fell in your sleeve. You might want to catch that.
Oh, that must have happened when I shuffled. Hold on, let me take it out, and then he picks up the whole deck and then kind of slides the card in and reshuffles it, puts it back down. There we go. That was a good catch. We wouldn't have been able to finish the game without that last card.
Ooh, I'm glad I said something. I was debating. I wasn't sure if that's how we play this game or not. You know.
Yes, we have to lay down all of the cards in sets. There's
What
a game
are
I'm
we
thinking
playing
of. I can't think of its name. It's literally the only game my mom and I play, and I can't think of its name.
Is it?
How do you
No.
play?
Rummy?
It's not sets. It's like if you have a king, queen, jack of the same suit, then you can lay those down, but they all have to be in order, and then you can keep laying numbers down like that. But if you have 3 cards that are of the same number, you can lay those down.
Yeah,
It's not cribbage, not rummy.
It's not
no,
cribbage.
It's super not cribbage.
It's not rummy. Are you sure?
It might be rummy. Hold on, let me look up
Or
rummy.
gin rummy.
Yeah, look up gin rummy specifically.
Rummy has been said so many times that it is a nonsense word to me now.
Rummy, rummy, rummy.
Yes, it is. It is gin rummy. So.
Is gin rummy different from
Playing a
just
modified
classic
version
rummy?
of it though, because it's a gin rummy is a 2-player game, so we modified it so that more people could play, like added different rules and things.
Add an extra deck.
I'm a little rusty on the rules, as my grandmother taught me when I was a child, and I've just been playing however it has been, however I remembered it. So we might be missing a few rules, but it'll be fine.
I want to roll to see how well I do.
Yeah, do we roll to see who wins?
Sure.
Yeah, what are we gonna roll?
Do you want to do like just a luck roll, or do you want to use a skill?
I'd say a skill for Tahpa, since he's been playing this game before.
I'm just gonna roll a d20.
Yeah. So everyone roll a d20, and whoever has been playing for a while can add your proficiency bonus.
Whoa, Nellie. Haha, well, Nellie.
Whoa,
Whoa.
Tahpa.
I don't think I need to add anything.
I don't think you need to cheat.
No, add your proficiency bonus because Nellie's a party girl, so she's gonna add her +5.
What's my 5? Yeah, it's 5. So it's 25.
Okay. You still you still kick my butt, but like.
It was close. Sort of. You guys are definitely the better card players.
Well,
I've wait here.
I've been playing this for a long time.
I tend to prefer penny poker.
Sarah's just there to have a good
Poor
time.
Sarah's like, what is this? This is too
I'm just-
lowly for
I'm
me.
just
I
so
don't
glad
know
that
what it
we're all
is.
having fun together. All right, so you successfully take a week to sail to the town.
Teach everybody how I Spy is played.
Oh yeah, you played rummy with your mom, not gin rummy.
Yeah. I don't remember names.
Sorry, I was trying to remember what the differences were, so I was looking it up. My family's a card game family, so. He was painting me to not remember.
Soch is gonna suggest we could play Spoons. You know that game?
No, what spoons?
I think many
Spoons
people
is a
have
really fun game.
banned for playing spoons in my family.
Really? Why?
Okay.
It's a fun game.
Side note, table talk. My IRL pastor's wife will take a spoon and shove the table. One time it shoved into someone and knocked the wind out of them, and they almost passed out. So-
Oh my god.
The pastor's wife did that?
It was at it was just staff. It was a staff-only dinner. But
That's a game?
You made someone disappear there, Alex. There was someone on the screen and then they went away. And now I'm scared.
There were other tokens there that didn't need to be there. So you get to Rivatavan. This is also kind of a hub town. This is where a lot of the logging comes from that sends it downriver. And those who don't send like ores downriver through Daramar will travel by foot or by cart down the road through the mountain pass and whatnot. This is also a great town for getting supplies as you head into the mountains of the Snowflake Mountains. So yeah, if you want to purchase things, you totally can.
I feel like the way you're phrasing that is making it seem unnecessary, but yes, I would like to go look for some warm clothes.
Me too. Winter jacket.
Yes, winter jacket.
Child size.
Perhaps some additional...
Also convince Soch that he will need winter clothes, because I don't know if lizards go into brumation, but I don't want to find out.
Don't know. Well, we could find out. We don't have this winter you speak of where I come from.
Well,
so.
I don't know if we can carry you if that happens.
What? Really?
Well, how heavy are you?
Small.
I weigh 213 pounds.
Yes, I won't be able to carry you. Maybe somebody else can.
No, my friend, I'm 3 foot tall and I weigh 36 pounds. I am the size of your leg on a good day. I have no help of getting you over those mountains. Don't ask well, perhaps even just a cloak might be where... Just, you're familiar with ice, right?
I mean, yeah, and like magic, you use it to like throw ice crystals at people.
And ice is pretty cold. That is
Well,
the
I don't
temperature
know, I
of the
don't-
air around you.
Oh, that doesn't sound fun.
For most, it's not.
So some I don't know if you're wearing shoes or if you've got wrappings, additional wrappings on your feet, maybe a coat. That would be very helpful.
I don't think Soch
And
has
then,
anything on his feet.
Because if you get cold enough for long enough, your toes can fall off.
What?
Really?
Well,
but they'll
yes,
grow back,
that
right?
can
Like-
happen. Not for
horrifying.
most. I don't know about you, but not most people don't grow their toes back.
I do have like healing, so like if that does happen, we'll be okay. We don't want to burn up any spell slot.
That's fair. All right, fine. I'll get your
I want to play
Weird.
Rummy now.
fur coat. I'm not wearing it on my head though.
No, you would wear it
It's up to you.
like a regular coat. Have you worn a coat?
I worn a jacket at school.
It's kind of like that, just a little bigger.
I mean, I'm not looking forward
Maybe
to
a cloak might be a better idea.
Mm-hmm.
Can we just get like a portable sun?
That's Queen
Is that an
City,
option? Just like a portable heat lamp?
If that would be glorious.
though.
Summon dragons. Summon Atronarch.
Soch, let's have you roll an investigation.
That's a 7.
Okay. You are doing your best to like locate some sort of portable heating device, but the best you can find are torches that you have to light and just keep close to you.
Does Aja have anything? Oh! Well, I can't use it though. That's a bummer. Well, I already have 10 torches, so I'm not gonna worry about that. I guess what can we find in the form of winter clothes?
I mean,
I'm
yeah,
looking
they
for
have
the fluffiest little jacket.
they have a
With, like,
lot
the
of
fur-lined hood.
really nice heavy coats, either 1 to 2 gold depending on how really all in you want to go.
Just spring a shopping trip on you on top of all this.
No, it's all good. Let's have you roll another investigation for a different item. Soch?
We're just testing his abilities as a DM. That's all.
Is it another investigation?
Right.
Yeah.
That's not going to come back to bite us in the ass.
14.
Oh, I didn't say it wouldn't.
You actually, since this is a town that kind of prepares you to go into the mountains, you do find something for people like elderly people and young people who have a really hard time with keeping their temperatures up. You find a magic item called the Ring of Warmth. While wearing this ring, you have resisted to cold damage, and everything you wear and carry are unharmed by temperatures as low as 50 degrees.
Ooh.
Oh, that's lovely.
It will cost you 500 gold, though.
Oh my god!
You just spent 400.
I
I'll
just
try to haggle that down.
Yeah, can I haggle? Anyone can haggle that price down?
Yeah, one person can roll persuasion if you want to.
Yes.
Wow.
Oh, thank God. Was fully expecting a nat one.
All right, so haggle. How do you get down?
And I don't know.
Shalina, talk to people.
Hold on.
Talk to people. Be an inconvenience and figure out how to get what you want.
This is practice for when you go out in the real world.
Shit. Oh, thanks.
Where do you haggle in the real world?
No pressure.
We have no haggling here.
Well, I mean, if you went... Never mind.
Top will kind of just come
Garage sales.
like, is the item
Haggle.
behind the counter or is it in the store?
It is in a shop that is specialty for traveling through the mountains. So if you were to go climb Mount Everest, it'd be where you'd find all your like sledding and like
Stop in
big
an LB.
coats and yeah,
Cool.
rations that can survive the winter.
He's gonna come up and be like, hello friend, how are you doing on this fine day? It's such a lovely sunny not morning day we have right now. Yes, good time for a hike.
Oh yes, it's very good for traveling, since you are in a store for exactly that. Are you going through the mountains?
Yes, we're going to go through the mountains, and we are quite excited to go up there, as a few of my party has not experienced snow before. So I saw that you had this lovely item here, but there's a small tiny problem, and I'm so sorry, but I seem to only have 450 on me right now, and I would like to have just a little bit of room to buy snacks and food for our trip. And I was just wondering if we can go a little lower on the price, just so that we can especially bring our lizard friend here up there, because he had no clue what snow was even at all, and I don't want him to freeze.
Oh,
and I don't think we can keep a coat on him.
Looks at Soch. Soch, what are you doing?
Soch is like probably it's like it's like there's probably like a snowshoe in there.
Yeah.
And Soch is kind of like picking up and looking at it, and then like every now and then he'll just kind of like see if it like fits in his mouth, like to bite on. Like
that is not for biting. That is for walking.
Soch just looks at him and then just slowly puts it back on the shelf, not breaking eye contact, and then scurries to another aisle.
As you can see, my friend is very ravenous. So this is why I need to have the snack, so he doesn't eat our other companion with us, a small cat-like creature, and also probably me.
You have quite a group of people. You have. Yes, if he damages or eats anything, you pay for it.
Oh yes, of course.
Okay, so you say how much for? I mean, it's very good. It keep you warm. It is better than coat. I mean, you don't need clothing with this.
How much is clothing in general?
He's selling the heavy fur coats for 2 gold.
For 2 gold?
Yeah.
Okay.
Child sizes.
1 gold for child sizes.
With a party as big as mine, the fact that we're going to be going over the mountain and walking quite a bit of ways after that, we'll need some more gold for to keep that thing satisfied. I was hoping you'd go down to 300 so that we would have a little bit of extra. Just is that possible?
I mean, this is very nice item. I don't like. I mean, what if we do? You say 450? Let's do 450.
Well, that's all I have is 450, and I need to buy.
And this is
food
all
for
you
the
need.
rest of the group. He can't eat that.
It doesn't need to eat it when you can just wear this and you want to be warm. You don't need to drink any of the alcohol to warm you up even. It warms inside and out.
But he did just try to eat a shoe, and like I said before, we have 2. He's a carnivore. We have me and our little cat friend here, so I'd really rather not have this lovely trip end in disaster.
Can Whisk come up and help?
How would you like to help?
Whisk is gonna come up to the counter and look with big, wide, cute cat eyes and be like, I don't want him to eat me.
And we can't leave him behind. He'll hunt us down. Do you want us to die? And he'll also try to do like big eyes.
Fuck, sounds like a terrible person.
You guys are painting me like a villain.
That eats shoes.
Why are you
Shut up.
traveling with him if you don't want him to eat? Like, why? You are cute critters and he is disgusting lizard.
We
Sir.
That's
You don't want to anger him.
please don't anger him.
Whisk,
We
roll
were
performance.
Okay.
we were given the duty by his father to take him to see the sights, and that man you do not say no to is why we are traveling with him.
You are a very cute kitty cat. I would not want any part of you to end up inside that horrible creature that you are traveling with. Okay.
Poor Soch.
What if we do 400? That is quite good deal.
400.
And you have 50 gold to spend on whatever disgusting snacks that thing eats.
Yes.
Whisk also lifts up a child-sized fluffy coat and says, like, and this too. Throw this in there.
You're not thinking of running away, are you?
I mean, 400 for both things. That's good. Even better deal.
Yes, I 100% agree. Thank you so much. And he'll hold out his hand for a handshake.
Tavern or the shop owner will like kind of look at your hand like it's a weird hand to be shaking, but okay, and like
How do I shake this?
one of those both hands around his hand, like thank you so much.
Okay, well, do you need guide for finding food while you're up there?
How long will it take to cross?
Several days, depending on how good you are at traveling. I mean, Mr. Giant Lizard Man will probably slow you down being cold, unless you have fantastic ring.
Yes, we will definitely go with the deal, the 400, and he will slide over the coins for it in a bag mostly, so it's not all over the place. Mostly.
400 coins on the counter. That's a lot of coins.
As for a travel companion to help us, let me go buy us our provisions first, and then I will get back to you. And then they will swiftly go and grab Soch and be like, okay, we gotta go.
Soch, put that down.
Okay, I'll put it down.
What does Soch have this time?
He just dropped a glass vase.
Oh gosh.
Tahpa's gonna jump to try to grab it.
Alright, roll acrobatics.
Oh no! Hold on, acrobatics. Oh no!
Sarah's gonna roll Arcana to see.
Tahpa's just gonna like, you just see the life leaving his eyes. Like, I just got us a good deal.
Sarah, as quick as she can, tries to cast Mage Hand to catch the glass, but does not manage to.
Oh wait, I can fix it.
Please hurry before he gets over here.
I fix it.
You fix it how?
Mending.
Mending.
Okay. I told. Oh well. Why you here if you can cast magic? Whatever. I accept your money. Come back anytime.
That shopkeeper was really nice.
Nellie's gonna be halfway out the door.
As you're exiting, you hear. No, don't bring that thing again, please. Keep it out of store.
Yeah, he had some really nice things to say about you, Soch.
Oh, really?
Yes,
Man, I can't wait to come back to this store. I gotta go touch a tree real quick to make sure I can come back here.
I'm sure he would absolutely love that.
He gave you a good deal?
Oh, he gave me a pretty good deal. I was thinking he was only going to let us take 50 coins off, so I told him 300 and we got 400. So we're all good.
Nice. All right.
I forgot to buy my coat while I was in there, but I also bought a coat, please. I'm assuming... How much gold did you say that was?
It was 400. For
Oh, I don't have to...
For the coats and for the ring.
Oh, fantastic. Okay, cool.
Yeah. So let me just minus that out of my thing.
Whiskey, you want to roll one more D100?
Oh,
no.
right. Yeah. He cast mending.
Did a thing.
Oh, well, that's nice.
Are we gonna have to run again?
I don't know. I'm looking.
Do we know at this
I
point?
forgot to buy more
West
ball
is-
bearings.
No, we're fine.
Cool.
You should buy more ball bearings.
If we find any in this town. Town seems like it's about tourism, not, you know.
It's a trade town.
You can get ball bearings for gold. 1,000 for gold.
1,000 per gold? Okay. I'll get 2,000 ball bearings.
Just in case.
Just in case. Well, because you can, the bag says that you have to use them all at the same time. At least that's what it said before.
And
So
so
it's
you don't
like-
have to keep track of all 1,000.
Yeah.
But I'm sure if you wanted to just pull out a couple, you could.
Oh yeah. I probably could just pull out a couple.
But that wouldn't be very effective if you're trying to like trip people.
No. It's like, well, it could be. You could use one ball bearing and throw it at like a glass window to make a distraction.
Yes. Yes.
You could use it as ammunition for a slingshot.
Yeah.
You could drop it down a deep dark thing to see if you can hear the bottom.
See how deep it is.
All right. Anything else in
Feels like a
Or
doctor suit.
Rietavin?
Did we buy rations? Do we need to buy rations? Are you gonna make us count how many rations we have?
Don't you have someone who can make them?
Look at me.
I
We
think
have somebody who
Soch
can make
has
rations?
the
That
good berry.
And I also have Hero's Feast, but I don't have it prepped. I mean, has it been a day?
It's been a week.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure I
mean, I
have
could-
5 rations left anyway, so.
I think
Brand?
he said it's going to take us a week to cross. Or,
He didn't say how
Yeah.
A
long.
Make
few
that up.
days.
oh,
Meaning Alex hasn't decided how difficult he's gonna make it for us.
we don't know how quickly we're going to be able to cross.
All right, so Soch will get the Ring of Warmth. It requires a 2-minute to work.
Okay. I think. I will just unattune my moonsicle. I will attune the ring. And
But did you get a
it gives me-
jacket? Tahpa?
Yes, I did actually. I'll pull out just this regular brown jacket. So nice of him to add that into the little offer.
I didn't remember him adding it to the offer.
How funny.
Hmm.
What's this town called again?
What?
What's this town called again?
It is called Rietaven. Is there anything else you'd like to do in town?
Ellie, did you get a jacket?
Yes.
Good.
So we all
got
have jackets
clothing and food.
and a psychopath.
A psychopath?
An assumed one.
Yeah, that's what the shopkeeper thinks. I feel bad because Soch is doing such a good job of trying to
Being nice.
heighten the lizard people's culture or whatever.
Yeah, I'm on a mission. Just because I don't
And
know
y'all-
what that weird plate was. I mean, did you guys tell Sock about that shopkeep and how mean he was?
No, I said
No.
the shopkeep said nice things about you.
Okay. Yeah, Sock just thinks he's a nice guy. He's like,
Yeah.
nice.
All right, so you head northeast out of town and through a few wide areas where it's pretty bare until you get to a few trees, and then the trees just go from being like sparse to very heavy, and the path starts to go uphill, and like you feel the incline as you're walking. Like it's pretty fast, where it's just like suddenly you're trekking uphill, and it's quite difficult to continue the path and the speed that you were before.
Ooh, this is pretty.
Apparently we had a previous group go through water in the mountains.
But apparently it looked really nice.
At the time, yes.
Are those a headless
Snowflake Mountain really went
people?
downhill.
They are people covered up by an art piece. Or a person.
You could probably delete the mountain, the art.
If you want.
But it's so pretty.
So pretty though.
Burp. We'll leave that part. That
Oh,
part
okay.
took a
That's
lot
good.
of time.
Sure.
That's the best part.
Yeah, so
Apparently this guy's farting? What the
That was covered it up.
We'll just leave that too.
Yeah.
okay. That's how his cloak billows. But
Yeah, well this poor guy's like downwind of it.
That's why he's bent over.
Yeah. He's like throwing up, he's like, ah!
Oh my god.
what
did you eat?
There's something on the wind. I think it's what we're tracking. Yeah, it must have took a shit nearby. All right, so you head up these steep hills the hills, the incline turns more scarce with the greenery, and you can start to feel that coldness comes in, and you start to see less and less grass and more rocky cliffside, and you make your way up through until you start to see that the ground is covered in like this thin layer of snow. You don't see snow falling at the moment, but you do feel that coldness, and around you see the snow. There is a path. You can see the road in front of you, so someone has enough people have walked through here to clear it out, but on the other side you can see the whiteness covering the dirt, the mountainside and whatnot as you make your way up and up through the mountain pass of the Snowflake Mountains. And I guess how does Soch react to this? Probably not having seen snow before.
Ooh. I imagine his eyes are very big, his pupils are very small, and his pupils will just kind of dart if it's snowing, like there's snowflakes falling down. His eyes will dart repeatedly to them, like a cat, like he'll be like, every now and then he'll stick his tongue out to get a snowflake and pull it back in. He's like, it's just water. It's just really cold water. What? But there's so much of it. And he'll probably just start running around in the snow.
Oh, I'm glad he's having fun. Does anybody know which direction we're going?
He'll start picking it up and eating it.
Don't eat the yellow snow.
What?
Or brown snow.
Or the brown snow. Just stay to white.
Is there just one mountain pass? One direction? One road?
Yes.
Alrighty.
Anyone else wanna, if you're experiencing this for the first time or if you're used to this? Nellie, were you trying to cast a spell?
No. I just realized that I thought I had added Liamon's tiny hut to my prepared spells, and I wanted to take off another one, and I couldn't figure out how to get it to add correctly, so I'm adding it manually.
Okay.
I thought I had done that yesterday, and I didn't remember to.
Whisk, you
Tahpa's-
said you were going to do something?
Yeah, Whisk is walking through the snow like how you've seen cats do it, where they lift up their paw really high and then shake it. And Whisk does that a few times before getting used to it.
How does Whisk feel about being wet or feeling water?
Whisk tells the group, I hate it when the water falls from the sky. He doesn't like it.
All water, even the snow?
Yeah.
All right. Well, it's not
wet.
for everybody.
It's wet.
I know I
That's the best
personally don't
part.
like the freezing part.
Whisk pulls up the hood tighter around his face. It looks grumpy.
Soch would like to throw a ball of snow at Whisk.
From behind or from in front?
Probably from, Soch. I'm imagining Soch has run up ahead a little bit, just running around, jumping, rolling around in the snow, and then he'll just pick it up with his hands and just like I can back it up. And then he'll turn around and he'll see Whisk pulling his hood clock, and he'll try and aim a snowball at Whisk, hitting him from the front.
Whisk sees it coming and is going to try and duck out of the way.
Imagine this would be...
You
It's probably
wanna
a dex.
you wanna roll acrobatics, both of you? Oh.
Oh. Does that hit?
Yeah, Whisk, you
Or is that an
are
attack roll?
Just barely.
you are just unable to get out of the way to get like a little bit of your ear.
It's so fun, Whisk.
Whisk is like, hey! And looks very grumpy. And just stops walking for a second.
Hey,
Aw.
throw one to me.
No.
No.
Tahpa will
Nellie
go
will
down.
scoop up some snow and throw them at Soch.
Tahpa and Nellie at the same time, just tossing snow at him.
Sock will try and dodge and whip and weave, and if he gets hit dramatically, he'll just like dramatically fall into the snow. Like, it's fun. Guys made it seem like it was super scary, but this ain't scary at all.
Well, it's only super scary if you get very, very cold. Otherwise, it's quite a lot of fun.
No.
There's another thing you can do. You can lay down in the snow and wave your arms and legs back and forth, and when you stand up, it'll look like you have wings.
Why would you want to lay down in the snow?
Fun. And
Some
it's
people
soft
find it
and
enjoyable.
fluffy.
And it's an experience most people only get maybe once, twice a year.
Oh, really?
It only happens in the winter season, usually. Well, for some places it's year round. It really depends on where you are.
So as you're traveling, you're going through, and it takes a couple days before you just like actually find anyone else. This isn't a very popular route because of the having to travel through the snow, and so it
People don't like the snow.
What was that?
I said, yeah, people don't like the snow.
Yeah, it gets really cold, and not everyone can afford a ring of warmth. So, yeah, you don't really see anyone in the time that you've been going through the mountains. It's been a couple days, and as you're walking, you come across on the right side of the road, you see a distance away as you round a pass, probably like 100 feet in front of you, there is these two individuals that seem to be slumped over and lying in the snow on the side of the
Oh my
road.
god. They're dead.
Snow angels?
Nellie will
I think maybe they found the bad part about snow.
cautiously but still rush up and do a medicine check. Hell yeah.
Nice.
What a fucking waste.
Whoa.
What do you do with this medicine check?
I'm trying to see if they're having hypothermia or if they've been injured by something like maybe a rock fall, an animal, creature.
How do you examine them? Like, do you immediately touch
I'm gonna-
them, or are you like touching certain parts? Are you pushing snow away?
Well, I don't know.
What's going on?
Are they buried in the snow or are they just slumped? Can I see their whole body or are they like partially buried?
You can see that fresh snow hasn't fallen on them, but the fact that they're laying in the snow on the side of the road, some snow has been fallen on them. It's like at this point, it's like a couple feet deep.
Yeah. Okay.
A couple feet.
I
Some of
want
those are very
to start
short.
by using my stick to poke at them a little bit, just to see if like
You use your what?
immediately there's blood.
That's what works. I heard the same thing.
My giant walking stick.
Your third leg.
This is, I think they call this karma. This is what the energy I put out into the universe, of course. To just kind of jostle, not
With your
roughly,
natural
but
20 medicine, you just poke them with your stick. Are you
No,
okay?
I'm
She's
gonna
able to
check to make sure
determine
that-
that, like, rigor mortis has set in.
Okay, that was step one. Step one, I'm gonna see if they are like fully dead, like nothing can move them, and then
That
if they're not,
first
I'll
part
check
of your
for like a pulse and major injuries.
That first part
okay.
of your sentence didn't even come through, but I heard you yell it from the other side of the room.
You
My door is open.
you like kind of nudge them a little bit and notice that they aren't jumping up and scaring you, and so you kind of go
Yeah.
in a little bit more and like they're on their sides,
I will then.
and you nudge them to the point where their faces are visible, and you see that they are an elderly couple, and you notice with that natural 20 that they aren't dead, but they're very close.
Okay.
And I think that's a good place to end.
Great. Okay.
So you can think about what to do next.
We get to teach Soch about hypothermia.
What's that?
It's like when the body starts shutting down after it being so cold.
That sounds great.
Right? No,
Did
it
your
means
toes
death.
fall?
Oh, that's not great.
Yes, sometimes your toes do fall off. Your fingers can too, but that is a different thing called what is it? It's right on the tip of my tongue.
Frostbite?
Frostbite?
Frostbite. It's like
Soch
when
has
the
a-
cold bites you so hard it takes your limbs.
Soch has no idea how cold it is because he has the ring that, like, he doesn't feel anything.
The warmth.
He's like, this is nothing. This is just like home.
Whisk is gonna be
everything's
like,
great.
I dare you to take that off right now. I dare you.
Oh, Soch has a plan, actually, for that.
From
No.
what?
Soch has a spell that basically kind of does what the ring does temporarily. Like, it only lasts for 10 minutes, but
Okay.
yeah. Soch has Investiture of Flame. And it basically covers your entire body in flame, and you have immune to fire damage and have resistance to cold damage.
Dang.
And the flames don't hurt you. So,
That's fun.
yeah.
I like the
Are
relaxing
these just
music.
the tokens that you've chosen?
Yes, they are.
I like the dog in the bottom
sorry, are
too.
these-
Is the dog there?
Ah, my dog!
My dog!
So, is the fear intentional? Is what I'm getting at.
Oh, yeah.
They just froze that way.
Yeah, they're all right.